What's up, fam? It's your girl, Lady T. And I need y'all to come a little closer and get on up in here because I'm about to talk about something that has been happening in families for generations. And if you ever been called the problem, the difficult one, the rebellious one, the troublemaker, the disrespectful one, well, this here episode just might be for you. Come on up in here. Can we talk about this? Mm. Why is it every time somebody tells the truth, they're called the villain? Huh. Talk to them, Lady T. Because, baby, I've noticed something. Families will ignore the behavior and attack the person who points the behavior out. Let that marinate. You can have somebody lying, cheating, manipulating, starting drama, playing favorites, creating division within the family. And somehow, that person who says, hey, this ain't right, becomes public enemy number one. And if you don't know by now who I'm talking about the problem child. Yeah, AKA the black sheep. Now, make that make sense. Because last I checked, the black sheep was always the truthful storyteller in the family. Boom, yeah, I said that. See, this is what I call dysfunctional family mathematics. 2 plus 2 equals 4, and somehow the truth teller becomes the problem. Oh, now, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. You ever notice how people love honesty until honesty points at them? Everybody wants truth until the truth becomes uncomfortable. There go that word again, uncomfortable. Everybody says, keep it real until somebody actually keeps it real. That part. And then suddenly you got an attitude, disrespectful, you're insensitive, you're too sensitive, you're dramatic, and you always starting mess. Right. No, baby, I didn't start it. I just stopped pretending it wasn't there. That part, right? Talk to him, Lady T. Now let's go deeper. Because a truth teller usually see things other people ignore. They notice favoritism. We know what that look like, right? Manipulation. Ooh. They notice emotional abuse. Oh, God. They notice the way one child gets treated differently than the other. Oh, Lord, yes. Many times. They notice when people get away with things nobody else can. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. That's why so many truth tellers become isolated, because they make people uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable. I don't like what they say. I don't like how they say that. I don't like that. I'm uncomfortable. Not because they're wrong, but because they're exposing things people want hidden. And here's another thing. Sometimes the truth teller isn't even trying to start a fight. Sometimes they're just trying to heal and understand. And they want the cycle to stop. They're trying to protect themselves. Maybe protect themselves from whooping your ass, right? But in dysfunctional environments, healing gets mistaken for rebellion. You start setting boundaries. Now you're difficult. You stop accepting disrespect. Now, ooh, you've changed. What done got into you? You stop being everybody's emotional punching bag. Now you think you're better than everybody? What? Uh, baby. People say the wildest things when they lose access to mistreating you. That's my word for 2026. Access. Now let me wig snatch this whole conversation. What if the black sheep isn't the problem? What if the black sheep is the alarm system? Oh, alarm system. I like that. Alarm system. Ooh, the whistleblower. Ooh. What if they're the one person willing to say what everybody else whispers privately? What if they're the one person refusing to participate in the dysfunction? What if they're the one person trying to stop generational chaos from being passed down? Oh, yeah. Now we talking. Because I've seen it happen over and over and over and over again. Families don't always exile the liar. Families don't always exile the manipulator. Families don't always exile the troublemaker. Sometimes they exile the person exposing the behavior. Let that sit for 1 second. And if that's your story, I want you to hear this. You are not crazy, nor are you weak. You are not broken. And just because people disagree with your truth doesn't automatically make your truth wrong. Now, does that mean truth tellers are perfect? No, absolutely not. Truth tellers can be wrong too. They can make mistakes too. And truth tellers are human. But what we're talking about today is the pattern. The pattern where the messenger gets punished while the message gets ignored. And baby, that happens every day. In families and friendships, churches, workplaces, and everywhere. So today, I want to ask you something. Were you the truth teller, aka the black sheep? Or were you the one everybody blamed? And years later, did the truth eventually come out? I want to be a fly on that wall when it came out. Because I know some of y'all got stories on top of stories on top of stories. And I know some of y'all been carrying those stories for a long time. Drop it in my comments. Let's talk about it because this right here, this ain't surface level, baby. It's a deep dive. If it ain't deep, baby, it ain't real. Lady T out.